Class, welcome to Equity-Centered Leadership. I'm Dr. Scott Hunt. I'm the adjunct professor for this course. So I wanted to start out with a welcome and give you a little bit of an overview of my background and experiences. And then I want to walk through the course with you briefly so that you are familiar with how the course cadence and the course calendar will be over the next 5 weeks. As I said, Dr. Scott Hunt. This is my 34th year in the field of education. I started my career as a fifth grade teacher in Naples, Florida. I'm currently in Ohio, where I was born and raised. Came back to Ohio from Florida. I spent 4 years at Beechwood City Schools, teaching a variety of grade levels. Spent a year at Cleveland Metropolitan Schools in a middle school, teaching multi-subjects. I spent 15 years in Perry Local Schools, which is east of Cleveland. I was the middle school principal for 5 years, high school assistant for 5 years, high school counselor for 4 years. And my last year at Perry, I was the director of college and career readiness. I then took a superintendency, superintendent at Cardinal Local Schools, which is another small rural district in Northeast Ohio. I was there for 6 years. I'm currently serving in year 4 as the executive director of field relations at the Ohio Department of Education. What I hope is that my experiences and background will help you along the next 5 weeks in this course and hopefully on your journey into a leadership role at the building or district level. So let's dig into the course. I want to point out a few things for you that are important. The first thing you should do when you get an opportunity is to look at the course syllabus. And I'm not going to walk through every portion of the course syllabus, but there is a section in here that points out what to do when there is late work and what happens when there is late work. So I want to make sure that you read through that and that you understand this. So look, we're all busy. This particular course will take some of your valuable time. And I understand that everyone also has a day job. So if there is an extenuating circumstance, you need to reach out to me directly so that we can potentially provide you with some additional time. So extenuating circumstances are you're ill, you're in the hospital, there's a death in the family. Extenuating circumstances are not, I was on vacation for a week and didn't have internet access, or I forgot to submit this on time, or I wasn't sure what the calendar date suggested to do with this assignment. So extenuating circumstances, I can work with you within the week of the assignments are due. But all late work after Thursday of each week, first, those assignments become zeros in the grade book. But there's also an automatic 10% penalty in the grade book for each day that you are late. So it's 10% per day. So I want to make sure that you understand that work has to be done on time, submitted on time, but there may be some flexibilities if there are extenuating circumstances. So please make sure that you look at the calendar, which is located here on the menu. Calendar is very helpful and will allow you to plan for your submission of your assignments. The other piece that's very important here is announcements. I post announcements every week. You can see that I already have some announcements posted as we open the course. I would suggest and strongly urge you to read through all of the announcements. There's important information in there. Sometimes it is just maybe repetition of what you'll see in an assignment or a discussion board, but it should help you to solidify what you need to do as you work through each of the assignments and each of the discussions. I want to make sure too that you understand where your discussion boards are. So discussions will be on the menu item. And the very first thing I want you to do, this is not a graded assignment, but this is a great way to engage with your classmates. So I've already posted in the Getting to Know You discussion board. I would encourage you to read my post, and then I would also encourage you to respond to the prompt in the Getting to Know You discussion board. Take some time to do that prior to the first Thursday of the course. The other important menu item for you are the assignments. You will see that all the discussion boards and your analysis application assignments are listed. I would encourage you to read carefully through those assignments, as it's very important that you follow the directions in those assignments when you are submitting your work. One of the things that I do want to point out when you are working through each of the assignments in each week, there are a couple of things that you must do. One is you must submit those assignments either in a PDF, a Word document, and there are 2 presentations in this course, or PowerPoint. Those particular document setups are able to be read through Turnitin. All of your assignments must be submitted to Turnitin. You cannot submit pictures or images. They must be in that format. It has to be in a Word document, a PDF, or in PowerPoint. Google links and Google Docs are not acceptable. So make sure that you have that in the back of your head when you're setting up and working through your assignments. The other piece I want to point out in terms of ACE policy is that you are not allowed to use or post in your references YouTube videos unless you have express written permission from the creator. And you are not allowed to use TED Talk videos for submissions into your assignments. I want to point that out because in one of the assignments you are asked to look for images or potentially videos that you might use as part of an assignment in the discussion boards. Very important that you are able to communicate with me. So I'm going to go back to the home page, and I want to point out the instructor studio. In the instructor studio, you will see my name and the best way to get a hold of me. So the best way and the way that you should communicate with me is through the Canvas inbox. I get alerted when those messages come through, and I try very hard to return those messages as soon as I possibly can. My ACE email is also listed, and if necessary, you could text or call my cell. I wish you the best of luck over the course of the next 5 weeks, and happy to help you on your leadership journey. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. Best wishes, and we will get started in the course here in the next few days.